the gym. And I want to tell y'all, man, stay focused, stay locked in on what we'll get down. We'll get in a rut, we'll get in a funk, and we start to wonder why. We can't understand why we can't get out of that place. And a lot of times, that energy is coming from you comparing yourself, okay? We do this over and over again. I talk about this a lot. You will look to the left, look to your right. You're looking at people on Instagram. You're seeing people on Facebook. You're seeing people on YouTube, everywhere, right? Then you got people in person that you might be coming across. And you might see their progression and feel like maybe your progression ain't coming fast enough because you feel like maybe you should be getting your break, or you should be getting your big interview or your big whatever it is that you want, right? Your big payday. And you feel like another person might be getting it sooner than you getting it. But the truth is, you can't compare yourself, okay? You don't know what that person is really going through. You don't know how much work they put in behind the scenes, okay? So maybe it's time for their break. Maybe it ain't time for yours yet. Maybe you got to work harder. Maybe what looked like it, they getting a break and you looking from this side of the lens really ain't a break at all. They could be front, you know what I mean? Or maybe that thing that they think they got really ain't what they think it is, okay? So just don't compare yourself, period. Focus on your thing. Plus, the truth is, 99.9 times out of 10, whatever that person is getting ain't exactly what you wanted anyway, okay? What's for you is for you, dog. Like, you got to focus on yours, all right? Stay locked in and take your time. Everything that you do, this is the hardest thing as an entrepreneur because we got to do so many things that don't compensate you directly or right away. It's so many things that we got to do behind the scenes that we putting these things in place today, these systems that take time to do, but you won't even receive a return or any type of compensation from that action for years to come, sometime for months to come, or at all, okay? Because putting together a business plan gives you no money. There's no money that comes from getting a business plan, but actually putting that business plan together and executing on that business plan will compensate you later, okay? You know what I mean? Like when you go and you build a website, building a website is not going to compensate you, but taking the time out to build that website and then eventually that website has somewhere for customers to come and make an order with you, that does compensate you, okay? But there's a lot of small things that entrepreneurs have to do day in and day out and not get paid for it, okay? Not reap a direct reward that you're going to see. And so it's hard to stay locked in and keep doing these things over and over again, day in, day out. That's why you see me always fall off with my videos. Like right now, I'm in the process of building 2 channels on top of everything else that I do outside of YouTube, right? And so it's hard to stay locked in on it because it's like, well, shit, I can do this one thing right now, which is YouTube, and not necessarily get paid for it directly, or I can go ahead and go do something else that's going to actually pay me. And so sometimes I choose the thing that's going to actually pay me, okay? But we got to remember that, look at your end goal too and look at your bigger goals. So I told myself over this weekend I'm really going to lock in and batch record videos and put my upload plan together so that way I can stay on track, okay? And we got to remember the big goal because there's a reason why you set out to do those goals and do those things that you're trying to do. And so as long as you can remember what those reasons are and what those whys are, then you can execute on those things that don't necessarily pay you directly, okay? As an entrepreneur, that's probably the hardest thing, okay? Waking up in the morning and you got a blank canvas. No boss coming to tell you what to do. You know what I mean? No real hard deadlines, just you and your freedom. And you got to dictate which order this shit gonna go in and when you gonna execute and how you gonna execute. And you got to actually follow through. And most 99.9% of those things on that long ass to-do list that you got to make ain't gonna pay you today. They ain't gonna pay you tomorrow, you know what I mean? But it gotta get done. Somebody gotta do it unless you're gonna pay somebody else to do it. But most entrepreneurs in the startup phase, we bootstrapping, right? You ain't got a ton of cash, okay? So that means that if you ain't got cash, and what you gotta have time, okay? So you gotta have to take the time out and do these things, okay? So that's my message for y'all today, y'all. Don't look to the left, don't look to the right, don't worry about what nobody else is doing. You got shit that you gotta do. Focus on you. Okay, don't let these internet people get into your head and start manipulating your happiness, okay? Be happy with your journey, be satisfied with your journey, be happy, but then still try for more, okay? Be grateful, but then still keep going for more so you can accomplish even more, help even more people, and keep doing greater things. I'm AJ Simmons. Everybody East channel. I'm about to say Clean Biz Network. That's the other channel, but everybody East. I'll talk to y'all later.